Hey everybody, I think I am on time. Hopefully you are there. You know what I can do? I can check on YouTube and see if you're there. Um, let's see, we would need to go to my channel. And we need to go to the lives here. Yep. All right. I have muted myself. Hey, what's up? Hey. All right. Hopefully you can still see me. I'm gonna go over here to where the chat is. Cool beans. Hey, Arrow, what's up? Hi, knowledge. All right. So I'm just making sure. Can you hear me? I'm just doing a double check. Hopefully you can hear me. And as promised, hopefully you can see 7 on the cam. Let me know if 1, if you can hear me, and 2, if you are seeing 7 on his personal cam. He turned himself around, so he was facing the camera and now he is not. So hopefully before the live is over, he will show you his face. But he's just purring away and snoozing, enjoying all this extra mommy time. He needs to be bigger. All right, I guess I'll have to do it side by side. How's that? Just knock me out the way and don't worry about me. Give us more of 7. We don't care about you. Here for the cat, huh? Okay, fine. I see how y'all do. I see how y'all do. I see how y'all do. Oh God, I can't. Thank you, Susan, for being here, and I'm glad Susan was a T-shirt winner. She got her T-shirt. She said it was great. I don't even have one of the T-shirts. I'm gonna probably order one at some point this month or next month, so I can be wearing some of my merch on camera. There you go. Say hey, 7. Hi, 7. Say hi to everybody. Anyway, I see how it is. Nobody's here for me. Just for the cat. Whatever. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Here for the cat. I see how you do me. Anyway, I'm just gonna give it a couple minutes so everybody Errol, have your book. Nice. Thank you for letting me know that you have your book. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Um anyway. So 7's got half the screen now. Are you guys happy? Just going to give everybody a minute or two to come on. I started pretty much at 8, but I want to give everyone a minute or two to come on. Hopefully you do have your whatchamacallit, your pen and paper, something to write with. It will probably be, I mean, you don't have to take notes. You can always come back to this live later. But hey, BB. I was telling people that you needed to have some pen and paper just because, we're going to be doing some note taking and whatnot. I started taking some notes on the side here. Okay, let's see. I've got some here. So basically, this is our New Year's Live for 2024. So Happy New Year to everyone. 7 says Happy New Year to everyone. I do not have his microphone turned on the camera because I would get feedback. So you can't hear him purring, but he is purring up a storm. You like getting all this mommy love, huh? Don't ya? Don't ya? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. He kept walking across here earlier, so hopefully he stays in his bed the whole time, or at least in this area the whole time. He was bumping the camera earlier, so hopefully he's content and settled and got all that out of his system. Anywho, happy 2024 to everyone. Appreciate you being here. Welcome to this live. This is going to be an hour long live. We're going to get off at 9 or shortly after 9. So if you don't have pen and paper, you might want to get some so you can write some things down. If somebody in the chat or myself says anything that speaks to you, then got a cat here in my nose. I got to give him a good brushing this weekend. But that's basically what we're doing. I don't have my water bottle, so I'm getting, I need some water. Anyway, that's what we're doing. So our thing is we are not making resolutions. I don't want to call what we're doing resolutions. We are making commitments to ourselves. Commitments to me just speaks better than resolutions because we want to be able to maintain these. We want to make some commitments. We want to make some really, the whole flip over. Okay, some lifestyle choices. Oh, thank you, husband. We want to make some lifestyle choices that are gonna stick with us well past 2024. Okay, we don't want to just make resolutions and then have them stop. That's what happens a lot of times. Look at you all in the camera showing off your face. The peoples love it. So that's my hope. That's my goal is that you can find something that resonates with you in this live that you can take notes on, or you can be writing down your commitments to yourself as we're going through this live. So if you don't have anything to write with in the piece of paper, go get you a sticky note, go get you a notebook, go get your journal if you are a journaler, and let's do this, okay? So I just want to start by saying that most people are doing commitments or resolutions that have to do with health, finances, reading more, watching less TV, getting off of social media, etc., etc., etc. Those are usually the top ones. Maybe solidifying your relationship, whether that's romantic or friendships, maybe figuring out what's going on with those. If people are not in your life right now, maybe getting reconnecting, maybe maybe distancing yourself from certain people, those kinds of things. Those are things that we see on a fairly regular basis, right? For New Year's, that's kind of what we see. Correct? Correct. This is a interactive live, so feel free to type stuff in the chat. I am kind of watching it, so be typing stuff in the chat so I know that you're understanding, you're hearing, and I know there's a delay on YouTube and my streaming service, which is EV Mux. So I know that sometimes it's like sometimes a 20-second delay. So I'll just ramble on, and when I see something in the chat, I will either highlight that or I will go and scroll through the chat and all that jazz. Angela says, my niece loves the book. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm so glad. Okay, so I want to just let you guys know that I started 2 challenges for 2024 on my goal to, I've been doing a spiritual journey for a while now. This is probably the 2nd year of this journey. It's not something you stop, obviously. Your spiritual walk is kind of something that is lifelong. So I've been doing that for a while, and I'm on a new chapter in that spiritual journey. But I've also decided that health is a big deal to me. If any of you follow, only about a 5-second delay, perfect, thank you. If any of you follow Jewel for Tiny House, Jewel Pearson, then you know for sure what her last Sunday live was very heart-wrenching. I wasn't able to be on the live that day last Sunday, but watched it and I cried and I was cheering for her and all this. If you haven't seen it, I will link it down below when this broadcast is done. I will put all that down below in the pinned comment so you can watch it if you haven't watched it. But Jewel actually had a mini stroke from stress. And so it has definitely, she's only a few years older than me. I will be 53 in May. And I think she's like 56, I believe. So she's only a few years older than me, and stress will definitely kill you. But it just made me reaffirm my goals of getting healthy again. Before the pandemic, my gosh, I was in such great shape. And then the pandemic happened, and the gyms closed, and I stopped working out. And like we all did, we just ate because where could we go? Nowhere. So we just binge watched stuff on TV and we snacked. And I haven't quite gotten anywhere near. I'm not saying I'm going to get back to where I was there, but I want to definitely lose the weight that I put on since the pandemic and also just get healthier. Even if I don't lose weight, I want to get healthier. You get older, weight sticks on, things get loose. So I want to just get back to being healthy. I was at my healthiest when I was on the road, and don't ask me why that was, but being on the road definitely made me healthier. I don't know why. Being on the road, I ate healthier. I was more active. Now back in sticks and bricks, it's been the toughest thing ever to get healthy again. Like it's been a real challenge. So this is something that I have committed to myself is I'm going to get healthy again. Um, Whether or not I lose the weight, I am definitely going to increase my cardio stamina. I'm going to firm things up. I am just going to be healthy as far as eating and activity level of moving. So that's going to happen. So for me, my two challenges that I started this month were a walking challenge. I am walking and taking donations. This is not a paid partnership. None of this is a paid partnership like the van giveaway. That was a paid partnership. These are not a paid partnership. These are just things I decided to do for myself. But I am taking donations for my walking this month to walk 40 miles in the month of January. Donations are going to the Trevor Project, which helps LGBTQ plus youth get support. Sometimes those youth get kicked out of their homes once they tell their loved ones and families that they are part of the LGBTQ plus community. Sometimes they are homeless on the street. And so this hairball, you okay? You okay? You all right? Okay. Didn't quite come up. But LGBTQ plus youth. So that's what the Trevor Project is supporting, and I will link that link if you would like to donate in my name, not in my name, but for my walking. You can donate a one-time donation, or you can keep up with my social media. I will be posting every Saturday the miles that I walked for the week, and you can donate per mile, 50 cents a mile, $1 a mile, whatever it is, or you can just do a one-time $5, $10, $20 or more donation to that cause. I'm also doing a health and slash eating challenge. If you have been following me for any number of time, then you also know that I used to do a fruitarian or only eating fruit for 30 days in the summer. I did that for maybe 3 or 4 years straight. Well, I am doing that challenge again, the Fruit Feast Challenge. I will also link that information so you can learn more about a fruitarian lifestyle. I am not about to have a whole conversation about that on this live because we have limited time. But it is a lifestyle where you basically just eat high water content fruits and that's all you're eating and drinking distilled water. So this is a 30-day challenge. I'm not saying that I'm going to adopt this lifestyle for long term, but I do plan on being somewhere between a vegetarian and a vegan at some point when I'm done with this. I think I'm going to go back to not eating poultry anymore. Or maybe even go back to being a pescatarian and just eating like the fish and stuff. So we'll see. I don't know after this month what's going to happen. We'll see. I might even do fruitarian for January and February and then move into March doing some kind of either pescatarian, vegetarian, vegan type thing or bouncing back and forth between those three things. So anyway, that's my thing. I with the walking is going to hopefully get me back into the gym at some point and then the eating lifestyle. So those are mine. Please share with me your top resolution slash commitment for yourself in the chat if you don't mind. I would like to see what some people are thinking for 2024. what it is that they would, like to do. So I'm going to go in the chat while you're typing those and see what you're typing while you take a look at 7. Let me give you some good 7 cam while I am reading the chat. I'll give you some 7 cam. Call Me Snake says I missed a Friday After Dark live, so those were called Freaky Fridays. Yeah, I had toyed with having those come back, but I don't think that's something I want to do at this point. Zuri, glad you're catching you live. Cool, dude, cool. Thank you for joining us. Susan saying cat will help reduce stress. That is definitely true. Having a pet will reduce your stress. Susan's also reminding us to hit the thumbs up, so definitely thank you, Susan. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up while you are typing. You can turn your device around into portrait mode while you type, and then hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd appreciate it. Right, 7? 7 says hit the thumbs up, please. We would like to have as many thumbs up as people watching. That's the goal. Errol saying, I plan to work on health. Awesome. Love it. Health is probably the #1 resolution / commitment. Because remember, we're moving away from that resolution. We're moving towards commitment to ourselves. So yes, I would say that health is probably one of the #1 ones that people make every single year. Anybody else want to type what they are planning to work towards in 2024? I'll wait a couple more seconds, and then we will move on, give you a little more 7 cam. So go ahead in the chat and type what your commitment / resolution to yourself will be for 2024. All right, I'm going to give it about 10 more seconds. All right, so thank you so much for that. Let's move 7 over here. We're going to switch places 7. Thank you so much. Hi, Twaller. T. Waller. Hopefully you got your book and you are enjoying it. Wrong side. I'm moving over here. Here we go. Someone is working on. I will be working on my debt. Oh, debt. Getting out of debt. Yeah, that's another big one. Health and finances are the biggies. Definitely. 100%. All right. So, has anyone done any affirmations? I'm going to read my affirmations. I think I've done this before on one of the Mental Health Mondays. These are my affirmations. I will be probably tweaking them for 2024, maybe around March, April, and I'm just want to live in 2024 for a little bit before I decide to tweak my affirmations. They may not tweak. They may. I don't know. I haven't decided 100% just yet. They may or may not change. But my 3 affirmations that I had last year, the first one is I am sincere and honest with myself. My second one is I voice my thoughts with truth, boldness, and purpose. My third one is I ground myself by focusing on my abundance and desires. Now, I want to share with you my theme for 2024. See how am I going to do this. I'm going to still give you 7 cam while I share the theme. There we go. You can get a small 7 cam. Okay. So this is my theme for 2024. It is live in the present. Okay. I've been doing a lot of planning. 2023 had lots of things planned that did not come to fruition, and it was very disheartening and upsetting. Um, and so my theme for 2024 is to live in the present. I think I have just got to stop planning out things, especially the big things, because I get very, upset. You get upset when things don't happen that you've planned. And so I don't want to keep living in that kind of space. I want to be content with what's going on. I want to not be so focused on the future that I am forgetting to live in the present. And as you can see in this graphic, I have put my three um, affirmations in there as well. They're on the top left on my video. It's showing top left. It might be showing top right. But the top blue, yellow, and reddish pink color. I also added that I want to be mindful of my stressors and my triggers because sometimes you don't remember what they are and then things happen because you were stressed or triggered. I also want to have a purpose for what I do each day. I want each day to be purposeful. I don't want to just be kind of waxing and waning throughout the day. I want to have a purpose. I want to get up. I want to get moving, take my walk, come back, come into this room, do some kind of work, do some kind of purposeful work. And even if that means just journaling, I want to have some kind of purpose to each day. And I work on the other days, Monday through Friday, I work in the afternoon. So I have several hours in the morning to do stuff. I also want to be content with things as they are now. Like I said, I want to stop focusing so much on the future because I felt like I was putting so much stress on myself for what I want for the future. Not saying that I don't want those things to happen, but I don't want to stress myself out to the point of discontentment. You know what I'm saying? I also want to unhook myself from the future. That's the main thing there is not be so hooked on the future that I'm not living in the present. And create a safe space to de-stress about failed plans. So plans that are planned, when they fail, I want to create that safe space for me to de-stress. And that's kind of what this room is, or what this room is becoming. Slowly but surely, it's becoming a place for me to come into and de-stress when plans fail. I need that space to be in to just kind of light my incense or my candles or journal or watch a inspirational video or sit in my pile of pillows over to the side here and just lay and meditate. Whatever it is, I want that safe space to de-stress about whatever it is I'm de-stressing about. And it seems failed plans tend to be my biggest stressor among some other things that stress me out too. But yeah, I want that space. So there we go. All right, let me get back to, let's pull this off now. We're going to hide that. Okay. All right, we're back. And Seven's just licking away, taking a bath. But yeah, so I'm kind of keeping an eye on the chat. It doesn't seem like much is happening in the chat. Let's see. Where was chat comments? Here we go. All right. T. Waller is saying, I want to learn how to go back to grounding, which is something I automatically did as a child. That is an amazing thing to be able to do because sometimes we forget. I'm working on being present with my being present theme. I'm working on being present with my breath and my breathing, just remembering that I am breathing and being mindful of my breaths that I'm taking. Because I don't know if you do this, but I have noticed lately, since focusing on my breathing and being mindful of my breathing, that there are times I actually hold my breath when I'm doing something. And it's just really random. I will realize, oh, I'm actually holding my breath. Or not breathing fluidly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, why am I holding my breath? Like, it's weird. It's just really weird. So yeah, I'm trying to also remember to be mindful of that, being present in the moment. I'm being mindful with what I'm eating. And right now I'm doing, like I said, the fruit feast challenge. And so I'm making my bowls of fruit look really pleasing and appetizing. I'm taking my time eating them. I've got lots of color in my bowl. You know, I've got grapefruit, I've got kiwi, I've got tangerines, I've got apples of different variety. And so I'm just being very mindful of, and I'm tasting the flavors and I'm taking my time and I'm really paying attention to what the flavors taste like. And I'm not just going, and eating, you know, I'm actually enjoying the food, you know, and it's really weird because my zodiac sign is Taurus and Tauruses are known for food and being foodies. And I've never really been a foodie at all. I could really care less about food. There are times I don't eat because, and husband will say, why aren't you eating? You need to eat more. You know, have you eaten? It's like, I will eat when I'm hungry. I'm a grown adult. I know when I'm hungry and I just don't have a huge appetite. I just don't. It's not that I'm starving myself for some purpose, some reason. Yeah, I want to get healthy and yeah, I want to lose weight, but that's not my mindset. I'm not starving myself. I'm just, oh, oh, I didn't eat today. You know, I wasn't hungry. Or if I get really busy doing something, I don't eat and I don't get to the point of being so hungry, you know? This is what it is. Hello there, Ray. Yes, we are at it again. No, not Ray. Oh, what is your name? I can't remember. Ray is the other channel. He's Davis RV Life. Anyway, hello. um, Sunday says I'm eating a hot fudge sundae with pecans. So a couple of other people in the chat, Arrow and Knowledge, are saying that they hold their breath. Also unintentionally, they realize that they hold their breath. So hey, Mr. G. But yeah, so there are just things that we want to be mindful of. I know I want to be mindful of. So I've been doing some breathing, especially when I'm walking, doing my walk now. And my walk from where we live in the neighborhood to the front of the neighborhood and back is 1 mile each way. So that's a little over 1 mile. So it's a little over 2 miles each time that I walk. So I'm very mindful of my breathing. I've been listening to some motivational speeches. Sometimes I'm listening to very intentional music. That's another thing. My music, I'm trying to be intentional with my playlist and I'm tweaking my playlist because a lot of the music that I love and that I grew up on and in my teens, listening to those lyrics, they just don't align to where I am now. And so I'm trying not to listen to those songs as much or even at all if possible. So I'm tweaking playlists so I have a very mindful playlist and then I kind of have a free for all playlist, just a hodgepodge of stuff that I kind of grew up on, my 80s hip hop and the 60s, 70s, and 80s R&B. And I do realize when I'm singing those songs, you know what? I don't want to listen to this anymore because I don't like these lyrics. And so because I'm being mindful and intentional with things, you start seeing it everywhere, you know? The biggest thing for me is social media, trying to cut down on that. I've been trying to give myself an hour in the morning or an hour before work and then an hour after work to be on social media. So I've been really mindful about this new app that I'm using that will post for me on social media and all the platforms. So I don't necessarily have to be on the platform to send a post. So I can open that app up, put my post in or my video in, my little shorts video or whatever, and post it. And if I want to check on my Facebook groups, I'll jump on there for an hour, hit all the groups. If I need to, hey, how you doing, blah, 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 or whatever, or answer somebody's comment and then get off. I'm really trying my best. Social media is hard for me to get off, not because I'm addicted to it necessarily, but I do have a lot of connections and friends in my social space online because I don't have that in person. And I think that's what's hard for me. I don't have in-person friends here, so my connections for friends outside of husband have all been online. And so to sever that completely is kind of hard. So I've been trying to be mindful. Francisco, that's right. Hey, Francisco. Hey, Miss M. Did you finish licking? You good? Okay. But yeah, so for me, that's something I'm working on as well. So feel free to at any time share what you are working on for yourself. So let's come up with some affirmations for the things that we are working on for ourselves. So if you're working on um, being the best you can be, and feel free, the three affirmations that I read that are mine, feel free to use them. I don't mind. I really don't. Go ahead and go for it. If they speak to you in some sort of way, go for it. Use them all you want. So write those down if they spoke to you, or feel free to write them down and then tweak them for yourself. That's perfectly fine with me. Kathy is cooking more and becoming a minimalist to create more space for my personal growth. I love that. I love that. So you are doing what I was saying. You're creating a space. And so some kind of affirmation for that would be to create a space that is delightful or pleasing to the eye as well as the mind, body, and spirit. You know, you can make some kind of affirmation like that. So, because I know for me, I went through my closet last month, maybe beginning of December, and took out clothes that I wasn't wearing. I'm very minimalist when it comes to clothes, and I get rid of stuff real quick. I have no emotional attachment to stuff. You guys, if you've been here long enough, you know in the van, oh yeah, I get rid of stuff real quick. So I have no emotional attachment to stuff. The only thing I really kind of have an emotional attachment to is the small amount of photographs that I've kept over the years, and my goal at some point is to get those digitized and maybe see if I can send those to my son if he wants actual photos. But yeah, I have no emotional attachment to stuff. Stuff is stuff, and stuff can always be replaced. My thing is, I want more experiences. I want more adventure in my life. I want to do more things. I've been living here in this area now for just over 2 years, and I've never really gone to museums here. I went to the aquarium and haven't gone to the botanical gardens here. Like, I want those kind of experiences. There's so many things to do locally, you know? So I want to start doing those things. I got to push my glasses up so I can see in the bottom for the screen. That's crazy. So I agree with that. Cooking more and becoming a minimalist is great. You know, I've talked about it before. And the storage industry is a $1 billion industry, and there's no reason for us to have that much crap in our lives. It's just not. And a lot of times when your space is cluttered, your mind is cluttered, you can't think. I know for me, I can't think in a cluttered space. It drives me nuts. The next thing I plan on tackling is our camping closet. The camping closet, it drives me nuts. I have some empty bins here that I plan on going through, rearranging, downsizing, keeping just the bare minimal that we need. It's like we have so much stuff. Simply Natural says, being the best human to me and others, less social media because most things trigger us and it trigger us and its selfishness within ourselves. Okay. I definitely feel you on the less social media and sometimes being triggered. I know I no longer watch videos on social media of people of color being harmed. So I'm glad that there are now filters in place on social media, because remember, you used to scroll through social media and a video would start playing, you didn't know what it was. Now there are filters on social media that have a warning that the video may be sensitive to some viewers, and so I just scroll right on past those. I don't need to see people of color being harmed in any way anymore on social media. I can't do it. I just can't do it. So I don't watch the videos. I will read information about what happened, but I don't need to see the videos. I can't, because I want to be aware as well. But I totally understand that. And Miss M is saying, I've been cutting back on social media too, and this year I'm starting at 20% airtime, and 80% adventure time, finally. Yes, I love that. Hey, Gerald, what's up? I love that. 20% airtime and 80% adventure time. It was so much easier for me being on the road and not being on social media like that. Because for real, I would post what I needed to post for my brand of Crystal Vanner, and then I got right back out that van and did whatever I was going to do. It was way easier. For me, another big one is getting off of the streaming services. We watch a lot of TV here in this house. I'm talking to you, sir. I've got to get back to reading. I have a bookshelf of books, and I've even gotten a couple new books that I really, really want to read. And one of them is the 28 Laws of Attraction. I really want to read this book. I used to be a voracious reader, and I have got to get back to reading. I want to get back to reading so much so that I'm looking for a book club, and I'm even considering starting the book club back here on this channel. Definitely email me if you are interested. Um, because I need other people who are going to read with me. I do much better with challenges or being accountable to someone else because I'm that person that's going to show up. So if I know that I have to read a chapter to discuss it with you at the end of the week, or I got to read a book to discuss it with you at the end of the month, I'm going to read the book. Okay? So just saying, if you want to do a book club, we can do it here on this channel, but I probably would do it over at the Vander Fanner Family Village. I'm going to put it in the comments. If you're not a part of that, definitely join us over there because it doesn't cost you anything. And I know some of us are trying to get off of social media, but this is a different type of social media. This is actually just us. You're not going to get ads. You're not going to get unwanted stuff. It's just our community and only our community. So join it. There are places where you can go to share your adventures, to share your fitness journey, to ask for support in this. It will help you keep you accountable in the goals that you're setting, in the commitments that you're setting. There's a place for mental wellness check-ins. There's a place for people who want to journal more. Me. There's a place for all kinds of things. Just share what your goals are, what journey you're on, and check in. Just come pop in every few days, once a week, whatever it is you feel is enough to say, hey, I'm struggling with this, or hey, I got a win this week. I walked, 2 miles this week, whatever it is. Join us over there at the BFF Village. .mn.co, and I will have that linked down below as well, and it's in the description box of all my previous videos. You can always find it there. It's free to join. Once you join, you're automatically in the main space, and then you can look on the side and see all the other spaces to join based on what you want to be a part of. And just hang out there and let us know, what's up. I am also going to use this live video and probably another video you'll see, maybe a shorts video of have been working on one of the many background things I've been working on is a 30-day journal. So it is done. I had people test it, and it's ready for purchase. And I'm going to have an introductory price. You'll get a video a little bit later, maybe next week for that. It's going to be an introductory price for the rest of January and possibly into February, maybe through Valentine's Day-ish. And then it'll be the regular price after that. So you can jump on that. It is a PDF, but you can print it if you prefer paper. That's fine. You can print it and put it in a notebook. That's fine. But yeah, it's a PDF, and there's also a 5-year journal that I have created as well. For those that get the journal at the introductory price, you will get a discount on the 5-year journal as well. And then both of those journals will go to their regular price after a set date. I haven't decided what that date is, but most likely it'll be Valentine's Day. After Valentine's Day, it'll go to regular price. But the 5-year journal is something I started last year, and so I made a PDF of that starting with 2024. If you want to go back retroactive to January 1st, you can, but you don't have to. You're basically just going to write something every day, and it's just one sentence, one line, one paragraph, whatever you can muster, one word. If you can just write one word a day, that's fine. And it has it broken down so that you can go back over the course of 5 years, and every January 1st for the last 5 years, or every January 10th for the last 5 years, you can look and see what you wrote and just see where you were, see your progress, see what was going on for you in that 5-year time span. So anyway, Happy New Year to you as well, Gerald. And Simply Natural is also saying traveling more and more in nature. Definitely, we love some nature around here in these parts. So definitely, 100%. What else? Anyone else want to share their goals slash commitment to themselves? Remember, we are not calling these resolutions. We're calling them commitments to ourselves, because really the only person who can, make this happen is you. So what are you committing to yourself for 2024? It doesn't have to be a big, grandiose thing. Maybe you just want to clean out your closet. Maybe you want to spend less money and save up for a certain thing. You know, someone saying hi to you, Seven. Is his eyes open? I can't see. No, they're closed. He's snoozing. He's catnapping. He's gonna be up all night. I don't think he's asleep. I think he's hearing me. He's just got his eyes closed because he's not engaged in anything right now. He spent all that time licking himself. At least he turned around this time for the camera. He had his back to the camera in the beginning, so at least you guys can see him. But yeah. All right. What else? I'm looking at the chat. Anybody else want to share anything? Affirmations. Let's get into some affirmations here. I'm going to see what we can find. Let's see. Here are some affirmations that I just did a quick Google search, and you may or may not, it might work for you, it might not, but I'm going to read them off. So here we go. It's 25 affirmations. If any of these speak to you, you have your pen and paper, go ahead and jot that down. If you don't have pen and paper, go ahead and grab it. If you have another device, go ahead and type it in your notes app. Do that. I am strong. I am a strong, capable person. These are things you could put on a sticky note in your mirror while you're brushing your teeth. You could be mentally saying these to yourself. You can say them to yourself while you're washing your face or doing your nightly or morning routine of grooming in the mirror. Next one, I have done difficult things in the past and I can do them again. Listen, how many of us can know that for sure? We know we've been through some shiite, shizzle nizzle. Anyway, I have experienced challenges in the past and I am more resilient because of this. We all know we've been through some stuff, and we all know that we are who we are today because of those things. I am allowed to feel upset, angry, and sad sometimes. That's part of being human. We're going to have these emotions, and it's okay to have your emotions. It's okay to have these feelings. Feel them, and then do what you need to do with them to pivot, to change, to get out of it, especially if it's a negative emotion or feeling, and move on. Move on. Rectify it. Right the ship. Okay? If you need to be in therapy, be in therapy. Figure out a way to make it work. There are apps now that you can see a therapist online, via phone call, via text message, via video. You don't have to be stationary in one spot to get therapy. Another affirmation, I'm allowed to, oh, I just read that one. My personal boundaries are important and I'm allowed to express my needs to others. Boundaries is a huge thing. I know that I have let some boundaries slide in the past. And when I then change my mind and want to assert those boundaries, I lose people because they're used to me being a certain way. And when I'm not going to do that anymore, this is what I will do. This is what I will no longer do. Sometimes people are not in your life anymore because they're used to being able to do, whatever it is. Another affirmation, no is a complete sentence and I don't have to explain or justify. You don't. No is definitely a complete sentence. And if anybody does not accept your no, just saying. That's their choice. They don't have to accept it. They don't have to be not accept it, but they have to accept it because you said no, but they don't have to agree with it. They can be upset. They can have their feelings. I am allowed to feel good and to experience pleasure in life. 100% agree with that. I am worthy of receiving good things and of accomplishing my goals. Agree with that as well. Um, in the past is the past, and my past does not predict my future. 100%. We are not our past. Okay, there's nothing I can do about the things that happened back then. If I need to apologize, if I need to ask forgiveness, then those should be happening in the present. And now I'm moving on. I forgive myself for mistakes I made and I refuse to hold them against myself. That's a big one for me. And I definitely have learned over the course of years to kind of forgive myself for things. I'm not who I was a year ago, let alone 5, 10, 20, 30 years ago and more. I am allowed to take up space, to have desires, and to have a voice. I don't have to give up on hopes and dreams. I'm going to be writing some of these in my journal. I don't know if anybody else is resonating with some of these, but I am. Number 13. All this hard work I'm putting into achieving my goals will pay off. Definitely speak things in the positive and in the present. Don't say, I hope. Okay? I will. It will. Okay? You want to speak things as if they are happening now and they will happen. You want to be speaking the things you want to attract. Another reason why I bought the book, the 28 Laws of Attraction. I'm going to read that. I am capable of making healthy choices. We are capable of making healthy choices, guys. So those of you that are looking to do your health commitments to yourself, you are very capable of making healthy choices. When you go grocery shopping, you are capable of making healthy choices. Now, I know more than anyone, groceries are expensive as heck. But do we have to eat a whole processed diet? No. Can we make one healthy choice? Can we make 3 healthy choices each time we go grocery shopping? Yes. Can we swap something out? Can we maybe cook more instead of eating out? Yes. Number 15, I know my worth. If one of your commitments to yourself is around career or something, you know your worth, maybe you need to ask for the raise. I deserve to be loved and to love others. Excuse me. If one of your commitments to yourself has to do with relationships, um, family, friends, romantic, if you are not being loved, if you're being abused, if you're being um, verbally berated, you deserve love. They don't have to be in your life. You can exit at any time. Now, I know there are some incidences and isolated situations where you can't leave. Maybe you're financially tied to this person, or you can't live on your own. You can 100% start making an exit plan. Could you maybe spend a little less money somewhere to save up to leave? Could you ask for help at other resources? Definitely. Number 17, growth is something bumpy and isn't always linear, but I will stay the course. Ooh, that speaks to me. Because I've been on this journey the last few years, spiritual growth, personal growth, and it has definitely not been linear at all. Number 18, healing is within reach for me. We can all heal. Sometimes we need to forgive those that have hurt us, whether they're in our lives or not. We don't have to ask them. Um, you know, we don't have to have a conversation with them. We need to verbally, physically, mentally put ourselves in a position to forgive and then keep moving. And sometimes that's a daily thing. Sometimes you have to forgive those people or person that hurt you every single day. I know I did that for a long time in my 30s and 40s. I had to almost daily, I forgive that person. I forgive them. And then move on with my day. And sometimes even today, there are things that kind of, ooh, I'll hear something being said, or I'll hear a sound, or a song, or I'll smell a smell, and I'm right back to that situation. And so I have to be like, I forgave them, and I forgave that situation. I have moved on, and I have to do that as a reminder. I love my body, my mind, my dreams, and my goals. Now, as much as I want to get healthy, lose weight, firm up, I still love this body. Okay, it's gotten me thus far. All the aches and the pains and everything else. Negative thoughts do not serve me anymore. Definitely. That's a good one. Oh, Angela's cat is sleeping on her lap. Love it. Let's finish up these affirmations. I will surround myself. I think that's supposed to be with. I think that's a typo. I will surround myself with people who love and support me unconditionally, 100%. If you don't have a good support system, it's very difficult to maintain these commitments to yourself and to maintain a healing lifestyle. So again, if you're looking for that support, maybe you're a nomad, maybe you're just by yourself. You don't have family in your life or friends that you can really open up to about things. Join the BFF Village. The link will be in the pinned comment once this goes live and in the description box as well, the video. I accept myself for who I am. So if you can't love, what's the saying? If you can't love yourself, how you gonna love anybody else? You gotta accept yourself. You gotta love yourself. And 23, I'm with positive thoughts and self-confidence, I will be unstoppable. Next one, I am proud of myself and I will continue to strive to do well. And 25, the last one, today I will do my best. Now, today doing your best may look like just getting out of bed. Hey, I love it. I'm here for it. If doing your best means you got out of bed, bravo. I'm here for it. I'm going to keep this window open and I will link it down below as well if anybody wants these 25 affirmations. Then it's a whole page of other stuff as well, talking about how affirmations work and which the benefits of them, the benefits of mental wellness and all this stuff. But the 25 affirmations are on there. I will link this below for you if you are maybe driving and you couldn't write or you just didn't write. I will link it below for you. But yeah, if any of those things speak to you, write them down. Uh, write them several times a day. I don't know about you, but the act of writing kind of puts things into my brain. It kind of puts it into the forefront of my brain. And also something about writing is very, what's the word, cathartic. And I don't know, it just works something for me. Sometimes typing things in the notes app or even typing into my digital journal is not the same as writing it on pen and paper. And I have a brand new journal that I got. If you saw my review from the 2 Black-owned businesses, then you saw that. You saw my journal. So anyway, Kathy says, I choose to forgive not because the person deserves forgiveness, but because I deserve peace. There it is. Hey, you better preach. You better preach. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Whether or not they deserve forgiveness, you deserve the peace. So yes, 100%. 100% agree with that. All right, I want to see if I missed anything else. I don't think I missed anything else. But yes, you definitely want to forgive so you can have peace, because once you start getting peace, you start getting the healing that you deserve. Okay? And we are almost at the 9 o'clock hour, and I'm going to get off of this on time. I don't want to run over. And the reason I don't want to run over is really, no one's going to really watch an hour-long live. Some might. But for real, I don't want to run over because I want whoever is watching this as a replay to get the most benefit that they can out of this. Even if they're listening to it like a podcast, it's fine. So I appreciate all of you that were on. If you want to share one last thing before we jump off of this in the next 5 minutes, please do. If you have a burning question you want to ask, go ahead and do that as well. I will open the next 5 minute, 4.5 minutes up to questions if you have any, or just to share whatever it is that you would like to share. Oh, you woke up? No, you didn't. You just moved your face. Hey, hi. Oh, stretch, big stretch. Ooh, your breath stinks. Your breath is stinky. Seven has his first vet appointment with us on the 27th, so I'll be doing a video of that, a little bit of footage of that, and letting you know how that little wellness check goes. He needs his prescription flea and tick medicine, so that's why I set up the vet appointment. And I will just say this. Oh, Susan wants to know where I got the cat bed. So this cat bed actually has a top. He wasn't getting in. Why are you trying to bite my hand? Oh, you're trying to tell me to pet you some more. Sorry. It has a top. It's sitting over there. Actually, I can go get it and show it to you in a second. But he wasn't getting in it, and I realized, I guess, he doesn't like being covered. So I guess I won't be getting a hooded litter box either, because I had thought about it because he's kicking litter everywhere. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to get a high-sided litter box. But yeah, he does not like being covered. He didn't start using it until I took the top off of it. It has a pad in it that's it's got a here, let me show you. Are you getting out? No? It's got a pad in it, a heating pad that's covered with fabric, and you can set the timer. It has 6 or 7 different levels, and timers for 2 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour, and 12 hour to keep them warm. So, because he does not sleep in our room, we did the first few nights we had him, 2 nights I think, but he's not letting us sleep. And husband was like, absolutely not. He used to go to work in the morning. I can take a nap later. He cannot. So he sleeps downstairs now, and sometimes it gets a little chilly down there. So the heated bed is, I set it on a lower temperature, and here he comes. Ooh, stretch it out, baby, stretch it out. I set it on a lower temperature, and okay, don't sit on the keyboard. Don't sit on the keyboard. And there you go. Say hi to everybody. Say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. So yeah, but I will link it. It's on Amazon. I think it was like $52. But yeah, I'll link the pet bed down in the pinned comment as well if you want to get one. But yeah, what was the other question? Um, I remember I read The Alchemist because of you. Still remember it today. Oh, yes. When we had the book club, we did read The Alchemist. I might consider doing a book club on the VFF Village. So we will see about that. But that's something I'll probably maybe wait until like March. I got a lot going on these next couple months. So maybe wait until like March. We can start fresh or something. I really want to read the 28 Laws of Attraction first, and then we'll find something to read together. Angela says, I'm going to the farmer's market in the morning to get some fresh veggies. All right. I love it. I love it. What made you want a cat, and are you getting married? Well, I've already talked about marriage. There's a video. I will link it for those that never saw it, but it's probably one of my most watched videos since being stationary this past couple years. But yeah, I will link the video where I talked about marriage and how we feel about marriage. But I call him husband. I don't think I think when he introduces me to people, he still says girlfriend, but that's fine. But I don't want to get married again. I've been married twice, and it's not necessary for me to be married in order for us to have some of the same benefits of marriage, because there are legal Zoom. We can go to a lawyer. There are paperwork that we can put in place to protect us if something happens to one of us. If this is going to be the long term thing that we are wanting it to be, then those things are not. The marriage paper is not necessary. And he was married once. I've been married twice, and that's not a big deal for us. I'm not saying it will never happen, but I would prefer not to be married for a third time. I also just went back to my maiden name, you know, and I really want to live with that a little while because I hadn't had my maiden name since 1995. So I would like to live with my maiden name for a little while and see who that person is in this stage of life before I get married and have somebody else's name attached to me. What you doing? I'm not sure. You going back to your bed? What you doing? I don't know. What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? Hey. What we doing? What we doing? You done with me? Are you done with me? You get back to your bed. You got to go on your bed because you can't stay on the keyboard. You can't be on the keyboard. You got to be on your bed. Wow, all in the camera. Okay. You either got to be in your bed, in your bed, or you got to get down. One of the two. While he's doing, I think he's about to jump. Okay, goodbye. While he's doing all of that, I'm gonna run over and get the top to the bed so you can see what it looks like before we get off because we're about to get off. But yeah, this is the top to the bed. It zips all the way around. So this is the top to the bed. I'll put it on the bed. The cord is here. You can see in the camera. Let me put it back to half and half. So this is the bed. Okay. And here's the pad. It's covered. You unzip this. This has a zipper as well. And there's the heating pad. Just a regular blue heating pad in this shape. And then, watch out, Seven. Here is I didn't even take the plastic off of it. It's still brand new. Look, I didn't even take the plastic off of the thing. Here is watch out, Seven. He's trying to get the cord. There you go. Away. So you can, I don't have it plugged in because I've got the heater on and I don't want to blow a breaker. But you've got the power button, then you've got the heat, the power button, then you've got the timer, and then the heat levels. So you got 3 buttons. Stop trying to get the cord. He's over here chasing the cord. I can't with you, sir. But I will link it below. It will be an affiliate link, but as you know, with Amazon links, you don't get paid. You don't have to pay anything extra. They just reward me for getting someone to their platform using my link. So I will link it below. I've got to brush him. He's got loose hair everywhere. So Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you for saying Happy New Year in the chat. I appreciate you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So I don't know if I told the story about Seven's name. I'm not sure if I did or didn't. Well, anyway, I'll make a video for that. We're not going to stay on this live any longer. So I'll make a video about how Seven's name came to be. I'll give you the story of how I got Seven as well. I've told it to several people, but I don't think I made a video on it. So if I did, then I will look and see. But I don't think I went into a whole video about it. You're moving the whole camera. I can't with you, sir. Anyway, I'm going to remove him from the scene. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for being on this live. I hope you got something out of this live. We have a special Mental Health Monday video that you're going to get at the end of this month. I'm doing a collaboration with someone. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. I'm hoping it all works out for you guys. And it'll be kind of a companion video to this live. Some of the same and then some really interesting other ideas as well. So thank you so much, as always, for being on the live. And I just want to remind you guys, Seven, what are you doing? You're doing the most, my friend. The most. I want to remind you, here it is. Boom. To be good to yourself, be kind to others, and whatever your journey is, enjoy it. Happy New Year. Happy 2024. Don't forget to maintain those commitments.